Tonight, state lawmakers are taking a closer look at homeowners associations in Florida with new legislation that could impact how those organizations operate. Steve King is live in Palm Beach County to look at what some of the bills would accomplish and what local lawyers say about the proposals. Steve?
Todd, well, state lawmakers are looking at a few bills regarding homeowners associations in the legislative session in Tallahassee right now, and those bills are all about increasing transparency and accountability for HOAs after some instances of wrongdoing, including corruption. With the 2024 legislative session now underway, among the bills starting to go through committee is one that would lower the requirement for HOAs to post documents online, from needing at least 150 units down to 25. Attorneys who represent property owners, as well as attorneys for HOAs and condo boards, agree this bill would have positive results.
This way, the unit owner or prospective buyer of a condominium can easily access all the records and other contracts and become familiar with the situation, make a more intelligent decision about buying. Or once they're in the community, if an issue develops or a problem, they can quickly access records.
When there's more transparency, there is more opportunity for property owners to know what the rules are and make sure that everybody is following those rules in the community.
But they disagree over a bill that would increase the capabilities of the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, which regulates HOAs and condo boards.
I think, enhancing the penalties is not necessarily the answer, because if these people are committing crimes at this point, there's criminal statutes to cover that. The concern is that if you make it that difficult to be a director or a manager, it would have a chilling effect on people who are willing to provide those services.
Some people in the community might see this change and might not want to run for a board position or stay on a board because of these issues. But at the end of the day, everybody needs to follow the rules, and board members know that more than anything else.
And for more on these several new proposed bills, you can visit our WPBF 25 News app. Reporting live in Palm Beach County, Steve King, WPBF 25 News.